East End Clips on the beat.
All right, so it's interview time.
Yes.
We're gonna find out a little bit more about Miss Erica Ivy here.
Yes, get in depth and personal.
So, if you could give me one word that could define you, what would it be, and why?
Ambitious, because I don't stop for no one.
I like that. I like that a lot, actually.
Ambitious baddies out now.
Yo, Guttz. Okay. Where were you born and raised?
Rexdale. I was born in North York.
Oh, nice.
Born and raised in Rexdale.
That's interesting.
What's your background?
Jamaican, Canadian.
Nice. Okay. Cool. What was that like growing up? Did you have siblings? Like, were you in the house by yourself? Were you just like your mom or your dad? Like, what was it like?
I have two immediate sisters that live with me and one brother growing
Okay.
up. Around high school time, we were set me free. Where my dad was just like in and out, so I lived with like my sisters.
Okay.
And my mom lived somewhere else.
Mm.
And then I just moved out by the time I was like 16.
You're,
And then I had my first child when I was 22 after I graduated from paralegal.
oh, nice.
Congratulations, that's good.
Thank
That's
you.
not that bad. You said it like it was a bad thing. Like,
I was like, wait, you came 6 years
I had
later.
my
I was
first
like, wait
child
a
at
minute.
22.
I was like, bro,
nigga,
you
niggas is
past
having kids
18,
out
that's
here, like
fire.
14 and 15 and shit.
I was like, what?
Yeah.
That's really good. That's good. Congratulations. That's good. I was like, you graduated. You say you're paralegal.
Mm-hmm.
So that's really good. That's good. Are you out here helping niggas get their cases like?
Honestly, I'm not really practicing it right now because when I finished school, I actually had a fresh baby. So
Oh, okay.
it was all in my last year of college.
Oh, okay.
I had my daughter, then I graduated, then I got a job, and then it was like she got sick, and then I wasn't in that field anymore. And then I was bubbling from like contract work to contract work, and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna do something else.
Okay.
Then I got a free scholarship to go to school for culinary arts, so they paid for that. I got a program to pay for it, and I did that. And then I did event planning, and I did retail management. Then I have a lot of certificates. So like, honestly,
around the world, Jill of all trades. Yes.
yeah, I just keep learning.
That's
I'm
good.
never gonna be short of learning.
That's
It's
really good.
never a crime to learn something. Why not? If you get an opportunity to learn it, why not learn it? You can always move on. Like, so when one business is great, I can use that business to start the next business because I'm gonna have credentials for all of them.
That's true.
So why not? Why make limits for yourself? The sky is the limit, basically.
Nice. That's a good answer. I like that. That's good.
I want to know, how is it growing up as a female in the Rex? Because you hear so many crazy stories from these guys out here from Rex. How is it as a female? Like,
But not even crazy stories, right? That's like just on a like. What do you mean by crazy?
well, just in general, B.
Okay.
People were getting stabs, fights.
Okay, right.
We were
Okay.
getting busy. So, as a female,
I was one of the females that was allowed to hang with the gang. Okay. So,
With the guys?
Yeah, I was
Okay.
allowed to go out with the guys. I know how to move. You
So
know
that
what
means
I mean?
that
Like,
you
they're
were
my friends.
You were cutting faces too. Is that what you're saying?
No. I was
Alright.
just
throwing people over fences.
maybe.
Good.
It was always on a good note, you know. I was always out there, but then life changed. We grew up. Some people got the message. Some people didn't. I seen life, so I kept it moving. You know what I mean? I realized that life is bigger than just where I was born. It doesn't mean that we're supposed to stay here.
Right.
Just is where we start. So that's why I keep it moving. It's not that I'm leaving people behind or whatever, but I've seen the light, so I'm going to go towards the light to try to make a better life for myself and my children and the people that decide to stay around me.
Right.
There will always be the happy moment at the end, after we keep it moving and get that money.
Right.
But right now we got to focus on getting the money because we can't do nothing without having the money. No matter how much we try, unless you have a link, you're not getting through. We're already born with the statistics of having our skin color. So we already have to rise above that. I'm a double. I'm my skin color and I'm a woman.
Facts.
So
Preach.
I have to work extra hard to make it work. So I have people all the time will tell me I'm doing this. I should stay with my kids. My kids are going to understand because they are black females also, that my mom was a black, strong woman that kept it moving and did everything what she had to do to make sure that we're good. They never missed a meal. They never missed the outing. They never missed what they weren't supposed to miss. Because I'm out there making sure it happens for them. And everything I do is for them. My kids already have their own businesses. They don't have to worry about working at McDonald's and all that stuff. No offense if they worked at McDonald's. It's the start.
Yeah.
But they don't have to do that.
You just gave them a different...
They already have their own business to work on.
You
and make their own money.
Opportunity. That's good.
So that's
really
my
good.
view. And if it's not okay for people to have a different view. That's just my view on how I'm going to do things with my kids. So you guys may not see it. They may not be in sports and all that stuff, but sports are free at school. The things I'm paying for, they learn. My oldest daughter, she's 10 years old. She speaks 4 languages. English, French, Spanish, and Japanese.
Oh, Japanese. Hey, she be going to school on Saturday.
She's just in the counting for the beginning for the counting, but she's learning it.
That's amazing.
That's dope.
So there's other things that you can do.
Yeah, that's really good.
And that's good. Keep the people.
That's good.
Knowledge with that because.
Go ahead.
No, well, just in general, the people need to know that because this is certain things. Just like you said, you have so much time during the quarantine. These are things that you should be teaching your kids, right? Teach your kids something.
I'm not gonna knock basketball and those stuff, but every typical kid, that's where they're gonna go. Black boys, they want to be basketball, but there's so much other things that you could do. So much other things that you can really see in life. You just have to open your minds.
So, are you a B. Simone kind of girl? Would you date somebody with a 9 to 5?
If every day he went up and went to work, no problem. Get up and go to work.
You don't mind?
I don't, honestly, as long as you're doing something with your life, I do not care. Just do not sit on the damn couch if on the couch is not making you money. You can sit on the couch all day if you want, but if you're making money from your couch, hats off to you. Big up yourself. You reached that spot. Don't be in a relationship and be hating on your other partner because they can make money from the couch and you have to go outside every day. That's what you chose. You can't knock somebody for what they chose to do with their life. If you choose not to work, that's your problem. But you have to understand there's consequences that come behind that.
Word.
I hear that. That was like, those are facts. I was like, I don't even know what to say. There's no follow up on that. I was like, yo, fam. I'm like, if you didn't understand that, just rewind. That's one. So, other than acting, right? Because, you know, we know you're in life with a dad.
You've just been grinding, trying to waste the time, you know?
Definitely wasn't no time wasted just now.
You did.
I got some questions about that, just really quick about that, but I'll talk about that after. Other than acting, and we played your song at the top of the show, so we know that you're a musical artist as well. What other things would you say that you're doing to keep like active in the scene, not only with your business, but what are you doing to keep active?
Honestly, I'm getting hired to be hostess for Airbnbs. I'm out there keeping up their appearance. Not too much, you know. If it's paid, I'm there. If it's worth it, I'm there. Makes sense.
Sidebar, no sidebar. Are you guys wearing masks at these events?
Some people, but everyone needs to do their own get their own education about even the masks. It's all a poppy show to begin with.
On Tuesday,
unless you're wearing an N95, you're not saving your own life. No. It's just to stop certain little things from going up in your face. We should all be wearing masks regardless.
As of Tuesday, it's mandatory. If you go inside if you're going inside of a store or whatever, you have to wear a mask. But
I'm saying I will die faster wearing the mask than if I didn't wear the mask.
So apparently you need to prove that before you go into that location. Yeah. And I'm like, then I'm just not going to shop at your store. But apparently you need to prove why you need to wear the mask, like why you're not wearing the mask, so you can go into the store without the mask.
It's too much, Father.
Regardless, you're still letting people in without a mask. So it defeats the purpose of your system. That's a contradiction in yourself if you're still allowing the person without mask.
Well, you know, because I got asthma, you know? Yeah, so it's like, it's actually so stupid.
Just because someone said to do something, it doesn't mean that you should just do it. Do your own common sense. You're going to tell someone said that you know that the letter's not supposed to be standing up like this. It's supposed to be lying down. But because somebody said it's supposed to lie down, you're going to do it? No.
Bro,
not everything the world and the TV says is real.
Other than a grocery store, I'm not wearing a mask anywhere else. F you, Uber and Lyft. Sorry.
wiping the grocery carts and all that stuff should have already been implemented from before.
Right?
Corona.
Yeah, like
that
that's
is a natural hygiene thing. Period. We don't know what people are doing.
People them dirty. That's why.
Before Corona came, all of those things that they're doing right now should have already been there. They should have had sanitization stations. They should have had all that stuff. So somebody had to get Corona or whatever to implement this stuff. Like, is this a joke thing?
So yo, speaking about the vid now, and you said like you do host this and you do all that bartender and stuff like that. Obviously, that affected that like a mofo.
Yes, that part of my life is over right now.
So it's over. So you haven't been able to do anything during. Like, how were you able to stay relevant during that time? Like,
with that, it's all about still marketing, and I'm still getting side gigs because now I want to do Airbnb. I'm gonna promote myself to go and be your bartender and be safe at your party.
Nice.
Make sure everyone drinks responsible. You gotta market it a different way.
True.
You just have to want it. I'm more past just banquet hall and dance hall parties. I'm out there to do more private parties and stuff like that.
The dance hall parties just seem not safe.
No, honestly, no. It depends on which promoter is having the party and what they do to the extent of security.
I was like, at the banquet hall, I was like, every time I tried to go to the party, either one, I didn't get into the party, or as we went to leave for the party, somebody shot at the party.
If it's on Jane, it's sticky. I'll tell you that. If it's on Jane, it's sticky. But like other places, you can get.
I don't know. 7 years, 8 years, I've never been to a banquet hall party.
Don't go anywhere on like Queen or Kennedy in Brampton. But everywhere else, you might be alright.
Literally, I've never been to a dance hall banquet party in Toronto in the 8 years that I've been here.
Wow.
And another thing, sorry, I know sidebar,
I know it's so sidebar. Sorry.
No, because in Jamaica they don't do that, fam.
What?
In Jamaica, they don't shoot up their parties.
They shoot in the air for the ton of songs.
Yeah, but but I'm saying they don't shoot people. Like, things don't really broke out like that in their parties down there. So why don't they come out here and man them act like they have no manners, fam? Like, I don't get that.
Because they're Canadian born.
Whatever, man.
Anyways, so we totally got sidebar. So as you were saying, you were keeping relevant by still like people were having parties in their Airbnbs. Not like that. Guys, don't come for Erica like that. That's not what she means. She's just making sure everybody's drinking responsibly. Yeah. That's it. But how is that? Like, how is that?
It goes good. I swear. Okay. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. If clubs don't open back up, I would not care.
Nice.
At this point right now, the way I love partying with a small amount of people, there's no problems. It's like no more than 60, 70 people. And that's like perfect. The party's lit. Everyone's having fun.
I'm going to the parties that Erica's at because she said 60 people in an Airbnb. I'm finna be in there. That means it's like big and spacious. I'm in there.
I seen on 1-2 videos still.
I'm in there. I'm gonna be in there. Ambitious baddie just now.
Let me get a bag, fam.
It's nice.
Put me on. Let me get a bag. Yeah, let's
put us on.
It's all about the no footage. The no footage life is the best life.
Fam, I'm not with the footage.
So let me host.
I don't need the footage.
Let's 6 views host.
You don't see I'm behind the camera. You guys are on the camera.
Yeah, we host. We do some kind of combination. Let me get a bag, fam.
We talk on the side.
All right.
That was funny.
Yeah. But yo, life of the dot. Let's get into it. My wet.
So I know we like asked you a bag of questions when you were on the show with like 10, 15 other mans, and one other woman, because that's basically what it was. To the point where I was like, yo, Guttz, does she smoke? Does she drink? Like, I don't know. I just asked her like one question or whatever. So thank you for like filling me in on who you are. I appreciate that. But just to get into your character really quickly, how did you get your part?
How?
Yeah. Like, did you like audition, or did they just call you and be like, fam, we need you in our show still?
Yeah, I heard about the story from the beginning, and I believed in the project, and it fit my role, what I'm going to be. So I got to be in it.
Nice.
The producer called me up and said, it's time. Came there, see what I had in my trunk. There wasn't even that much time to get ready. But I made it come together. Honestly, I'm not going to lie. Some of the footage that we got, it was the first time for everybody. But we still made it work. But some of the footage that was supposed to be, it was wicked, like bangers right off the bat. Like you would think that we would have practiced, like, how do we do this?
No, like facts.
It was good. Like,
Remember, I asked you how you were comfortable with grimy.
Yeah.
Yes.
I asked you that question before. Mind you, it just looked supernatural, you know what I mean? It just looked like this is where it was supposed to be and you guys were together from time. And when you said, no, I met him that day.
That day.
I could not listen. I didn't even know I was like, what? I was like, what do you say to that? You know what I mean? So just being in that acting position, if you had to be in that role with anybody else, do you think you'd be able to like vibe in the same way?
It's whatever the character was. I'm really good with people. I'm a people person.
Okay. So
tell me what it is. I'll get it done. I believe in it. That's my project. Like, you know?
I don't know if I can do that though. As a male, I think that's so much harder.
I don't think it's a male
if
thing.
you're a people
I think
person,
I think
you're
that's
not
what
talking
it
to
is.
people?
It's not even that it's a people person thing. I
It
think
is Guts. You don't like people. You say it all the time.
No,
so
it's
you
not just
automatically
that.
scan and fall back
No,
automatically.
I'm saying it's the scene that she's doing more so the acting part of it.
So you're
Because
saying that,
you're playing a very sexy part, bro. Like, let's be real, bro. She's
fam,
playing
I
a part,
told
bro.
you your body nice from
Yeah,
time. I
so-
was like, yo, bro, you're not wearing
So
no
to
clothes.
me, when
You
you're
let the man
saying
just-
that, I'm saying that comfortability part. I don't know if I could do that. I don't know if I could be there
Okay,
like
well,
first scene and
I'm
taking
comfortable.
off shirt and stuff.
I'm
and-
comfortable in my sexuality. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
comfortable
Well, no.
with my clothes not on.
Nice.
I don't really care what see. If you want to see, admire, that's just how it is.
Mm-hmm.
I'm free. I don't like clothes. I only
Okay.
wear it because I have to.
Right.
Nice.
So when I did that scene, I was just like, I got my role.
Mm-hmm.
I went in the bed, seen a guy,
Yeah, I was like, that black something was nice.
and
yo.
did what I'm supposed to do.
That black something
My
was
whole
nice.
scare was, you could even ask them. My whole scare was, you guys, is my hair probably because the girls are gonna chat, or you guys, I have a band-aid, I have a cut. Can you guys make sure you blur it out?
Oh,
Yo,
man.
fam.
That was my concern.
The hair thing.
Okay?
Listen, I'm not even gonna lie. That's like a thing. Like I'm not gonna. I'm like me, Sav. I'm guilty of that shit. I will look at your lace front and get mad. Like I'm that person.
Yeah,
like I will
that's what
point that
I'm
shit
like, yo,
out.
you guys, I have to make sure I'm fresh for this. You know, the world's against me. The city, come on.
Don't
So I
do it.
told-
But then I end
feel
up coming
that.
out so sick. I'm like, okay, whatever. It's the beginning. They seen the growth.
Mm-hmm.
They seen the growth. Like when episode
Fire.
4 came on, and I done the Toronto internet.
I'm
Like,
actually
I
so
done
mad
it.
at you.
Like,
I'm
I
so
done it.
mad that one, it's not on YouTube, and two, I cannot find it. I'm mad as hell.
I might be able to give you a little sneak peek.
Papa.
Can you like give us a
But-
sneak peek so we can and we can blur it out?
No, we won't blur it out here
Can you
at
see?
all. No,
Why not?
no guts. No.
Why not? F monetize.
Forget the monetize. Like we still need the channel.
Oh, true.
But just in a quick detail, without the detail, why did it get what was the main? What do you think the main reason is that it didn't stay up on YouTube?
Honestly, I think the graphics of like when I was sucking his dick.
Jesus
thing.
Christ.
Yeah.
People thought I was sucking his dick, but I wasn't. I was just like not sick. You know?
Bow. Bars. I like that.
I didn't even know it was that.
And I think
Yo,
the
fam, I
graphics
didn't
of
see
the
it.
I didn't even
dildos
know
and stuff
what
on
it-
the table, the coke and stuff in the dildos, like the fake coke,
Oh,
whatever,
okay.
in the dildo.
Oh, so she's
Yeah.
actually explaining the scene to us. 'cause
Yeah,
didn't
she
even
was.
know
I
what
told her,
happened.
don't tell us yet. But I was
Oh.
like, oh, it's okay. I didn't see the scene. I didn't get to see it.
Yeah,
so I
I
was
didn't
like,
even know.
Yeah, basically like the guy came in.
oh, okay.
And
So it was like a customer.
yeah.
Okay.
But
The guy- it was the same
Sunshine's
guy.
customer.
It's the same guy, but we didn't get to see what happens
happened,
after,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But then when she was in an interview, she was like, "You guys didn't get to see," and they were all talking about that. If you didn't get to see, you didn't get to see. But we were like, "What happened?" And like, that's for a different show.
Yeah.
Uncut is that show, B.
Yeah.
You see how my face?
Yeah.
So
So-
basically, yeah, I'm in the room. I let him come in, and I convinced him to stay.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I told him like he knows what she likes, like what he likes. So just like, you know, go freshen up in the bathroom, whatever. So I go give Gabby the key, and so we take the package. And then I tell him, come over here, and then I just say, yo. I start like, you know, taking off his pants, but he wanted to do a line first, so you see a fake line, whatever, and then so he brushes it out on the table. But while that the B-roll like is the dildos and all that stuff,
Uncut.
all there, right?
Yes.
So you're seeing all the dildos, the lotions, and all that stuff on the dresser.
yeah.
So then yeah,
Got
and
it.
he busts it up right beside it.
So that might be the.
So that part you will see blurred, and then the part that's there now, you're gonna see that part blurred, and you're gonna see the whole part of me when now I bring him towards me. I start unbuckling his pants, and then I go for the condom, and I'm gonna go, and I start making the
So hold on, you're
The
sitting down on the
noises.
bed?
Yeah, I'm sitting on the bed.
That's what happens.
But then it
'cause
cuts
she's
there
and then it
right
cuts
now.
right there
but
now.
before it keeps going.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
And they have what position?
Yeah.
Like, what is the camera position, though? I need to know.
To the side.
She's sitting on the bed. The
Yeah.
camera's on the side of her.
Oh, so you can actually... Oh, so it gets... Oh, damn. That's
But you
like...
can't see.
Because I'm thinking more like if they
No,
shot it
it's
from
behind.
the back, right?
It's
it is
behind.
from behind it. It's facing.
Yeah,
It's
behind
behind
him. Okay,
Behind
yeah,
him,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
It's
'cause I was-
behind him,
I
yeah.
was
You can
like,
see
yeah,
my
'cause you're
face,
tall,
but, like-
right? So you're like...
Yeah.
Interesting. Interesting.
Listen.
Yo, do you think a show like that could work? In
But
Toronto?
then after that, the whole joke is that we want to figure out what the hell happened. I Googled every single thing that I thought was wrong in the video. And I seen it on YouTube. It was there. It was all there. Every single thing. I still typed dildos. There's dildo pictures. There's
No.
dildo instructions. There's dildo everything.
All of that
And
stuff.
then I seen the lotion. I typed every single thing that was I
Here's
thought
the
it was
thing.
contraband.
Were you signed in?
Yeah.
That's why. Because your age is there.
But you're old enough.
Exactly. But if they didn't put the advisory up before, they take it down. The advisory needs to be up.
But I think we did click 19 plus. I know that we
Pretty
did.
sure they would have clicked
I
on
think we
19
did, 'cause the
plus
whole
on a
show is
like
basically
that, 'cause the
19
show-
plus.
yeah, right?
True, but I'm like, but that's the thing. When
But
I'm watching the show, I didn't have to sign in. It doesn't ask me to confirm my age to sign in or whatever the case is. And I think that's what the problem might have been for just that portion of the episode. Because if you don't have that disclaimer in the front or whatever, it needs to be this, or you need to sign in to do it. And I'm like, it takes one person to report it.
I think there's a few things. I think one, it's YouTube being YouTube, but they're not really gonna give you a real reason to why they're putting it down. You know that it was hella freaking provocative.
No,
like, you know what I'm
how
saying?
about people reporting it?
That too? Like probably haters.
Like literally, that's what I feel like it was. Because
probably too much for
every
people.
single thing that I thought was wrong is all on YouTube right
It's
now
out
to this
there.
day.
I
It's
think
not
too,
monetized,
I
that's for
think
sure,
too
but-
that you guys probably didn't give a heads up. I think if they gave a heads up in the beginning of the episode, like, yo, this episode is gonna have a little bit.
Yeah,
of
they
extra
did a walk.
spiciness.
They did a walk with me in the hotel with the man. That was the preview from episode 3 going to 4.
Yeah,
No,
that's
but
the
they didn't
preview, but
s-
it's
but
the
that's a preview.
disclaimer.
I'm
Like
saying
it's
more
the
like a
disclaimer or
disclaimer.
like
Oh,
the
okay.
Like,
the
yo,
pop up. So
like, just say at like maybe at this episode, it might be like it's really 18 plus.
but that's not it.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
No,
not,
I'm just saying
No.
maybe.
But that's not what
maybe.
I mean, because what I'm saying is this: the pop up needs to come on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
If your pop up doesn't pop up and say you need to be 18
Mm-hmm.
to view this video type of thing, then it's not registered as an 18 plus video.
Yeah, that.
So then anybody can watch it, and that's why they probably pulled that from YouTube and said you can only play this part, because everything else was fine. As you can see, it's still up. Like the rest of it is still there. But that portion of it, if you don't have that, it's 18 plus like that, like if you don't have that button like checked off or whatever where you're confirming somebody's age, they're never going to let that pass.
This is how I know quarantine really messed up my head, because like it was so far back, I don't even remember him getting in all that. I just think I remember you walking him into the hotel room or the room, and that was it.
He came in, he asked for her, she
Yeah.
said go wash up, he gave
him money, put the money on the desk.
Yeah,
Oh, you guys
she
ran-
grabbed the keys.
So yeah, sorry
ran
to cut you
outside.
guys. Do you think a show like that could work in Toronto? Because I
What do you
think
mean?
like,
What do you mean?
bro, the sex game, the trade, everything, it's huge, bro. Like obviously in the city, it's huge. Do you think like an uncut show like that would work in the city?
I don't think so.
Honestly, nothing tried. You don't
That's
know.
true too.
Do it. If you f up, you f up. You just have to try to find a way. There's always a way.
Mm-hmm.
The government, I feel like the government will allow a lot of things in this world. They just want a peace. So if you find a way to give them a peace, then you can have your
They'll allow
business.
you.
Facts.
It's that simple.
I like that.
Don't be greedy. Gotta share.
You gotta share with the people them.
Yeah, it's not your country. It's like we don't own it. We can't. We just
Can
they're
I
just
ask
letting
another
us live
question?
here.
So really quick before we get off like for the dot, season 2. Do we have like any release dates? Do we have anything that you can tell us what's going through? Is your character gonna get a big change?
Are you developing? Like, are they spreading out
yes,
your
like-
character?
Is she gonna be shotting mans? Be
The
a shooter
shot-in man,
now?
forget that part.
Are she
I'm
gonna be
just-
uncut?
I just want to know if
Right.
your character is not going to be like 2 seconds in the scene, 3 seconds in, not 3 seconds, but
No,
3 minutes in the scene.
I'm
6
in. I'm in.
Good.
Yeah, I'm like, Moa's gonna be around for a while.
Good. Like your reoccurring.
Yeah.
I like that. Yes.
Would you
Yeah.
branch off and take her and sorry, like I'm a TV guy, so would you make her like have her own show? You think she could branch
Could
off?
she have a
her
spin-off?
You think her character is big enough to be like, yeah, Moa can just like Grammy dies maybe. I'm not spoiling anything, but you know,
What?
Grammy dies and then
Totally
she's just
knocked
like,
on
yo,
wood,
she
like,
goes
what?
somewhere and she's just like, nah, that's too much of another thing.
You took on a whole other just relax.
Yeah.
Anyways, because you're over here trying to just take over people's things.
Yeah, sorry, man.
Can I
I'm a
ask the
TV
next
guy.
question?
Of course.
So, because you're in the show, and I know where it's like kind of on it, have you gotten any like backlash from like where you're from, based on like working with like people from other like cities? Or I know it sounds fucked up to say or messed up to say rather, but I'm just wondering, like, are you getting the same kind of heat like if a man works with another man from a different artist or from a different area, like if they rap on the same track and it's a beef thing, like?
Honestly, it happened. People will say how they feel, but it doesn't exist to me because I am a girl and I'm not into no one's foolishness. I'm here to make money. I'm an artist. I'm an all-around girl.
Nice.
So it's not my problem how you feel about who I talk to. That's a you problem, not
Facts.
a me problem.
Facts.
Because I'm doing what I have to do, and it is what it is. And no one ever did nothing to me. So I'm sorry.
I don't know if you know, like, I'm not saying you're into the polys or anything. Do girls get dragged into that too?
Yeah. Me, I will probably get dragged into, because I did used to chill with a lot of my deceased friends back in the days. Rest in peace. But now I'm not on that route like that. Like, you know, I know more than just Rexdale. I know more. So, not saying that if people want to hold me against talking to people, my life is a straight business. Like, it is what it is. Me doing what I'm doing is not making you not eat less. It shouldn't even affect you in any way.
It really shouldn't.
Facts.
That's it.
Those are big facts. Those.
Yeah.
Listen, you be spitting gems, yo. I wish this was like We Love Hip Hop, where we had titles to the shit. Shit. Go ahead, guys.
Really quick before we get like really personal, how do you think we can work on this whole gun violence thing? Because as a person that has 2 kids, and obviously you're seeing, like, you must be getting scared now because after the vid, you can't even send your kids downstairs to go to play in the park because you might be afraid, yo, the man them might get into a thing and they might get into the crossfire. What do you think are some of the things that we could do to work on these gun violence? And I know people hate when I say it, but the black on black violence, whatever, like, just what can we work to make our people better? What do you think we can do?
How about our parents just need to talk to their pitneys and stop acting like they're being oblivious to things? Do things, try to prevent things from happening. If your kid is stuck in a situation, what else is he going to learn? Half of the things. This is what they see, so they're around. So monkey see, monkey do. Some of the kids that have a chance that make it out, they don't have that negative influence in their household where they don't have to go outside for an escape. Everybody has a story of why they are the way they are. We don't know people's story. Some people only have to carry just because they are a male and they have to protect themselves because it's either them, you, or them.
All right, let me play devil's advocate. Let me say I'm a single father. I got 2 kids, 14, 15. You know, I'm trying to work. I got to work 2 jobs. I got to provide for them. Sorry. I got to provide for them. I got to do what I got to do. I'm not really paying attention to... They're telling me, yo, your work's done. They're showing me work. Maybe it's done. Like, I'm trying my best, but maybe I'm not too, like, what do I got to do? Like, what do I got to do more? What should I do more?
It's all about environment. When you wake up in the morning, are you happy? We are not, again, I'm going to say this again. We are not stuck here. This is just where we started. Research. Go somewhere else. Find your inner peace and live. Some people can't move because they don't have no one to go with them. Oh, well, you were born by yourself and then you brought 2 or how much ever kids you brought into this world. That is who you're fending for.
But what about when we make mistakes when we're younger too? Sorry again. A lot of these kids, they're making mistakes when they're 15, 16, and it's coming back to haunt them when they're 20-something, so they can't travel, they can't go places.
Kind of got an answer
What do
for
you mean?
that still.
Why?
I kind of got an answer. Because Erica actually gave us a very, very, very valid response. her daughters are doing different things. They're not just trying to like be the next track star or the next basketball player or anything like that. Her daughters learning different languages, and they've got their own businesses, and they got different things of that nature. So maybe get your kids involved in different things.
If your kid's busy, how could they stray? They can't tell you about friends and I want to go hang out here and I want to go hang out there when they have a schedule. They're less likely to be like they want to do that because they know that they want to do these also things too. And you're just occupying their mind more into what they want to do, but a good way, the good stuff. I'm not saying your kids can't have fun, of course. But life is supposed to be fun. And at the same time.
For schedule.
Yeah.
Get your kids on a schedule.
Takes a little bit of routine.
The ones that fall through the loop because their kids are on schedule is because they don't get caught up in the people hanging out outside because they have to be at this lesson or they have to be at this lesson or they have to learn this. And who said it's wrong to make your kids learn? Why is it a crime? I wish that I was pushed harder.
A lot. Weird. I wish I was taught certain things.
I am telling you, I'd be this much more ahead in life of where I am right now.
All right.
But when as much as you grow, then you learn different. Maybe my parents didn't know certain things. So, but I know better, so I'm going to do better.
Right. And I like that. That's a good one. I'm like...
I'm not just going to act and say I'm going to do better.
This is good. It's a little good. Okay, my last question for you before we get, like, personal and team. Like, yeah, super personal and team. Music-wise... when can we expect like more music? Like when? Because I know you have the 2 tracks. You know what I mean? I know you have like.
Just like clay. That's my shoe right there. That's my shit.
Just like clay.
But you're dissing though. It should have been like. It should have been like Powell or somebody.
No, shut your mouth. Just like clay all day.
No, fam. F Golden
just
State.
Like clay
it wasn't
all
even
day.
a goal. It wasn't even a team thing. That was just a personal thing. Like
that's your boo.
I f with Clay, so.
Klay Thompson is the shit, yo.
He's nasty still.
Was going through something.
He was.
And I said I felt like this could have been a song to make him cheer up a little bit, to know that people are still out there thinking about him. You know what I mean?
This
Trying to get back
injured,
in the
right?
game. This is when he was injured.
Yeah.
So that's why I did it. It was nothing bad. It was like, it had nothing against Toronto. Just I didn't have no relation like that.
It's okay. I feel you.
You know?
I'm a Golden State fan all day. I don't care what anybody says. I rock with Golden State all day, every day.
But right now,
from Philly to Golden State all day.
I'm just working on my album right now.
Nice.
So I'm not really releasing anything right now till my album's done.
Okay.
Do you have a name for the album?
Are you gonna drop the name for the album? Is the question.
No, I honestly never. I was just more on content in my songs right now, more than thinking of the album.
So
I was gonna feel like naming it after making all the songs how I feel.
Okay.
And what it made me go through, you know?
Okay.
That road.
Just a question about the album too. Are you gonna make it like an album that's like kind of like about like? Is it going to be like a story from track to track, or is it just going to be like, I was feeling this way in the studio, so I'm putting out these tracks?
Honestly, some have a history, and some have they all have a story behind it.
Okay.
I even just made my Freako remix just the other day when I was listening to it, and I was like, bumps, free bumps, free bumps.
Yeah.
If you don't get no free bumps, you ain't working, ho. So I'm just like, like a 1-2s here and there. But I have lots of stuff to drop. So I'm just so excited for this album to come out. But I just need, I'm a mom again. I'm a single mom. And I'm balancing a lot of things. So honestly, it's really hard for me to do 100% with my album right now.
Okay.
So I'm doing here and here. I'm giving myself time.
True.
Okay, my last question though. What is, besides your daughters, what is your top priority? Would you say it's your business? Would you say it's your artistry? Would you say it's
myself.
Acting? No.
Myself.
I like that.
Trying to be a better person each and every day. Better than the last.
Beautiful. Erica Ivy.
Hold on. More on music.
Oh.
Do you have any features? And even if you don't, is there anybody that you would like to work with musically?
Honestly,
male and female.
Yeah, I'm stirring up some Jamaican artists at this moment.
Okay.
Right now, so. And Toronto-wise, of course, I would love to do some mixes with some people.
Say some names. Shout out to people. They watch.
Trust me,
They hate,
watch.
but they watch.
Trust me, they hate, but they definitely watch.
Yo, sorry. Can you fill out my cup?
I did actually one of my songs on my album is a anti remix.
Oh, fire!
Anti remix. So that one, I guess, that one would be a sort of like a, you know,
YG.
At the chap with your man. He put a brick in the pan, took a trip to Japan.
Jeez.
I fell asleep on the sand. We're the same color as sand. Can't fuck me without no bands. I saw dripping no hand. I get wet with like a dam.
Yo, too much. Yo, YG, you hear?
You know, I'm out here.
Alumni,
you know?
yo, you hear? You got a remix right here.
I'm not into none of this poly business. I'm into making music and
having fun.
With people.
About the bag.
I want everyone to be successful.
You want a refill?
Yes, please. I want everyone to be successful. I'm not against anyone.
Damn, Erica, the building, Savy poured up the cup. Odd cut.
I'm gonna take a quick break, quick fast, and I'm gonna come right back, and we're gonna get a little personal scene.
Okay,
all right,
cool.
let's do it.